Hello everyone. So we are just going to be showing you our cool down routine. So we encourage everyone to just walk around for a few minutes, just keep their feet moving and just having some water if need be after some exercise. So we're going to start our cool down in 3, 2, 1. So we're going to begin by marching on the spot very slowly after the exercises. Then we're going to move on to some slow heel strikes in front of us. So just very slowly lifting our toes up and just tapping our heels in front of us. Just repeating this 6 times on each foot. And then gently moving back to marching on the spot very slowly. Then we're going to move on to some toe taps behind us. So just tapping our toes behind us. Just very slowly, just repeating this 6 times with each foot. Then we're going to move on to some very slow marching on the spot again. Now we're going to reduce the marching on the spot to only heel lifts, so just keeping our toes on the ground, just gently, very slowly lifting our heels. We're going to move on to some shoulder rolls, so we're going to be doing some shoulder rolls forward whilst doing our heel lifts, so just doing this 4 times. And going backwards the opposite way, doing some shoulder rolls backwards 4 times. We can relax those shoulders, just continue with the heel lifts. Now we are going to be doing our calf stretch, so just placing one foot in front of us and the other foot stationary behind us and just bending down as far as we're comfortable. Then you should feel a stretch on the calf behind you, just holding that stretch for a few seconds, then switching over to the other side, repeating the same procedure. And we could go back to some heel lifts. We're going to move on to the hamstring stretch. So just doing a heel tap in front of us and just maintaining that position whilst having our hand on the foot that's on the floor and then just bending down as far as we're comfortable. You should feel a stretch within your hamstring. And we're going to move on and repeat the same process on the other side. Just holding that for a few seconds. And we're going to move on to some heel lifts again. We're going to move on to some quad stretches. So we're going to you can find a stationary object near you, so like a table or chair. Just going to grab our foot and then just hold that position for a good few seconds. And switching over to the other side. Just holding that stretch for a good few seconds. Again, using a stationary object just to hold on to for assistance is absolutely fine. And we bring that leg back down, just moving on to some heel lifts. Then we're going to be placing our hands on our hips and just bringing our elbows together from behind, just trying to do that as far as we can. You should feel a little stretch within your chest. So just holding that for a few seconds. And we can relax. Just continue with those heel lifts. Now we're going to be doing a upper back stretch. So just having our arms out in front of us, and then putting our hands together as if we were hugging a beach ball, and then just bringing our chin to our chest. Just holding that position for a good few seconds. Always make sure you're still doing those heel lifts very slowly. Now we can relax. Yep, just continue with those heel lifts. Now we are going to have our arms out in front of us, and then one arm across our chest, onto our shoulder, and the other arm behind our elbow, and just pushing our arm just towards us as far as we can. You should feel a stretch within the back of your shoulders. And we're going to switch over to the other side. And we can relax that. Okay. Now we are going to bring both our arms up, and then just placing one hand behind our back, whilst the other hand behind our shoulders, and just pushing back as far as we can. So just hold that stretch for a few seconds. Now we can switch over to the other arm. So same procedure, bringing our arm back and then just pushing behind our elbows. Then we can relax. And then we are moving on to the stretches for our neck. So just bringing our chin down to our chest, holding that position for 3 seconds, coming back up, looking out to the side, coming back to the center, now to the other side, coming back to the center. Now we're going to do ear to shoulder, coming back to the center, ear to the other shoulder. There we go. And that is the end of our cool down. So well done for making it this far in the video, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.